Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show where the aim of the game is to avoid the obvious answers and find the obscure ones. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, my name's James. I'm from Weston-super-Mare, and this is my friend Jesselyn from London.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Penny. This is my husband, Jeff, and we're from Blythe in Northumberland.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Gareth. This is my friend Rosie, and we're from Cardiff.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Aidan. This is my mum, Rebecca. I'm from Dartford and she's from Gillingham.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much indeed. A very, very warm welcome to all of you. It's lovely to have you here on Pointless. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. She's a former international gymnast, which should make her rather flexible, but as it happens, she could only film this week. It's my Pointless friend, it's Gabby Logan.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me back.
It's such a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, still working on that flexibility. Actually,
Yeah.
it's my goal. I was 50 in 2023, and it was my goal to be able to do the splits when I got to 50. Now I've got to move that to 60.
Got to move it. You've got to move
because
it.
I can still do them.
And do you still do all your gymnastics exercises?
Absolutely not.
No.
I mean, it was very hard work when I did it. I like keeping fit and I like doing lots of sport and exercise, but yeah, learning routines and training for hours and hours on end, you know, that was tough. And so you said to me that if you'd had a sporting career, it may well have been as a croquet player.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the British Croquet Association were on the phone. They said they're full.
Oh,
so,
no, that's so
yeah,
annoying.
unfortunately,
What a shame.
yeah.
Oh.
So you're going to have to think of something else.
Yeah, I'll try them tomorrow. I mean, you know, in the world of croquet, all kinds of things can happen overnight.
Well, polo is kind of like croquet on
a horse,
isn't it? So
You're completely right.
maybe they'll give us a call
polo.
and there'll be some openings. Yeah, look, we've got a really lovely group here, I think. We've got James and Jesselyn, who, of course, have been trying very hard to improve, and you're getting there. This is your final show. Didn't go so well at the beginning. Improving. I feel like today might be the day for you. We've got two new pairs there with Rebecca and Aidan, and, of course, Penny and Jeff. Best of luck to you guys. And Rosie and Gareth, who had a really good go at it the first time round. I feel like you came in with great confidence, so I've got a lot of faith in you two today. I think you'll be tough to beat.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. Now, Ben and Laura got through to the final and they won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot starts off back at £1,000. There it is. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, at the end of every round, we will always eliminate the pair with the highest score. If you don't wish to be that pair, keep your scores low. That is my tip. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is pop singles. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first and who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns one-word songs by one-word acts. Gabby.
Yeah, in a moment, Xander is going to show you a board of 6 artists and groups with one-word names. We're looking for any one-word title of a UK top 40 single released by any of these 6 acts up to and including June 2023, according to officialcharts.com.
Thank you very much indeed. So, we are going to put 6 one-word acts up on the board. They will stay for the whole round. We shall not be changing them halfway through the round. You just have to shout out the name of any one-word single that they had, a UK top 40 hit. Let's find out what those one-word acts are. Oh, here we are. ABBA, Blondie, Oasis, Coldplay, Eminem, Rihanna.
Now, EPs don't count, but double A-sides will be treated as 2 separate hits. Collaborations are allowed as long as the act in question was a named featured artist. Best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Jesselyn, welcome back. Great to have you with us another time. My goodness, you are a pair of extremes. You started at the extreme right, then you went off to the far extreme left over there, and then you've come back to the extreme right of our screens. I'm not talking politics, obviously. I'm talking just where they are on the set, you know. Is this extreme going to work for you? I hope it does this time.
It will.
I think it will.
I'm feeling that this is our lucky podium.
I think so. Anyway, you are studying acting at Falmouth, we have discovered. We've heard all kinds of lovely things. You like watching the Falmouth Regatta, you watch the fireworks and think longing thoughts of sailing. Maybe this is the year you should take up some sailing.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe if I win the money, I can get some sailing lessons.
There you are. Jesselyn, what are you going to go for?
I've had a little look at the board. I'm thinking of quite a few answers for all of them. But I think I'm going to go for Umbrella by Rihanna.
OK, Umbrella, says Jesselyn. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Umbrella. Umbrella is right. 72 for Umbrella. Well, I don't know. We don't know what the context is. Maybe the others will all be high-scoring as well, in which case, lucky podium 1, doing its job.
Yeah, I imagine it was quite a popular answer because, of course, it shot straight to #1 in the charts. It featured Jay-Z and stayed there for 10 weeks. It was actually passed over by Britney Spears and Mary J. Blige before it got to Rihanna in the first place.
Oh, do you think the author, the writer of the song, then sent a message to Britney and Mary J. Blige just saying, big mistake?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Because you two have had terrible careers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, isn't it? What they think might be a hit and what ends up being huge.
Extraordinary. There you are. Thank you very much indeed. Jeff, welcome.
Hi.
From Northumberland.
Absolutely.
Lovely to have you. Tell us all about yourself, Jeff.
Well, I'm actually a Northumberland County Councillor, so look after the bit you used to live in as well. So.
Do you? That's very nice. So you're based in Morpeth then for that?
No,
so-
well, the county council is, but I
Yeah.
represent a place in Blythe, which
Right,
you know
you
well,
are.
I'm sure.
Very well. Tell us more about yourself, Jeff. What do you like getting up to for fun?
I spend most of my time walking my dog along the
Lovely.
beach. And,
Along the beach. At Blythe.
yeah, and writing stories.
What sort of stories do you write, Jeff?
I bought a book for you, Alexander.
Have
so-
you? Well, this is terrific. Don't give it to the crew, because, you know, books, it's probably fine. It's when people give cakes to the crew.
Yeah.
So
That's
could
why
you
I
give
bought
this
the
to
book.
Xander? Yeah, right. But the book, it'll come back. I mean, it'll be dog-eared and they'll have read it. But yes, OK, thank you very much indeed, Jeff. Now, to business. What are you going to go for?
Well, fortunately, I've been listening to Blondie's greatest hits in the car, so I shall say Atomic.
Atomic, says Jeff. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Atomic. Atomic is right. 672 is the only score we have at the moment, and you whiz past it. 18 for Atomic.
Yeah, and it was right back in 1980 that this spent 2 weeks top of the pops, #1 in the charts. In 2021, The Guardian ranked this as the second best in their top 20 Blondie greatest hits, behind Heart of Glass,
Very
which
good.
is 3 words.
3 words. Otherwise, it would be terrific as an entry in this round. Thank you very much indeed. Rosie, welcome back. Your second show.
Yeah.
Great to have you back with us, Rosie. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
So I'm actually a living organ donor. So I donated my kidney back on St. Patrick's Day in 2021.
Goodness me, to someone you know, or...?
Yeah, my best friend.
Presumably, did you have to go through quite a convoluted process of finding out how well it would match and...
Yeah, it was quite a long, quite a difficult process. And we were told right from the start we were unlikely to be compatible. But, you know, stars aligned and all that. Yeah.
I mean, that's an extraordinarily friendly thing to do. What a brilliant, brilliant person you are, Rosie. What are you going to go for?
Oh, I think I'm going to take a bit of a risk. I'm not sure if this featured in the top 40 or not, but Eagle for ABBA.
Eagle, says Rosie. Shall we find out if Eagle is a correct answer for ABBA? Oh, no! I'm so sorry, Rosie.
Sorry.
And after that, kidney story as well. That seems particularly harsh. But there we are. It's an incorrect answer. Scores you 100 points.
Yeah, just an incorrect answer, unfortunately. We'll explain why later.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Rebecca, we come to
Hello.
you. Welcome to Point. It's great to have
Thank
you here.
you.
Tell us all about yourself.
So I currently work for the NHS. I'm a cancer MDT coordinator. So I help arrange, get all the patient details ready when they get discussed at the meetings for their treatment plans.
Very good. And see, Aidan said he's from Dartmouth. Where are you from?
Gillingham.
Gillingham. You're on the coast as well.
No, not that Gillingham. I'm the
Oh.
Kent Gillingham.
Oh, Kent
So, yeah.
Gillingham.
I was from Dartford originally, where he is, but I've moved down to Gillingham now.
I
so,
see.
yeah.
Down to Gillingham. So hang on, the Kent Gillingham, is that coastal? No.
No.
So how often do you get to the sea? Or is it how far
It's
do you...
not far from the sea. It's,
Oh, that's not
about,
so
it's about half an hour drive to Whitstable and down the Kent coast. So
Oh, that's very nice.
Yes, it's lovely.
A whole choice of lovely places to
Yes.
swim. Now, Rebecca, what are you going to go for?
It's a bit of a risk, but I'm going to go for Disturbia.
Disturbia. Let us find out if any of these acts had a UK top 40 single with Disturbia. It's right. 100 is our high score, 18 is our low. And that goes down to 5. Very well done indeed, Rebecca.
Yeah. Disturbia by Rihanna, and this was at #3. It peaked in the charts in 2008. Recorded for Good Girl Gone Bad Reloaded, a re-release of her third studio album, Good Girl Gone Bad.
Thank you very much.
Good girl, done
indeed.
good.
Good girl, done very good. Thank you so much, Gabby. That brings us to the halfway mark of this first round. 5, Rebecca, the best score of the past. So hats off to you over there. Very well done. Then we travel up to 18, where we find Jeff and Penny. Then up to 72, where we find Jessalyn and James. And then up to 100. I'm so sorry, Rosie and Gareth. But Gareth, who knows what'll happen when it comes to your turn. Let's hope we got a lovely Disturbia-type answer. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Aidan, welcome to Pointless. It's great to have you with us. Tell us all about yourself, Aidan.
So I'm about to study music at Christ College, Cambridge, and I teach piano and perform piano as well.
Very good indeed. So instrument, piano. What other instruments do you play?
I also play the clarinet. I play that in orchestra and saxophone and things, yes.
Very good. So all those single reeds, which is exciting.
Yeah, they're all the same.
But they're all kind of the same. Have you ever played a basset horn?
Oh, no, I've played an E-flat clarinet and an A clarinet and a bass clarinet I have played.
And a bass clarinet.
Yeah, the best.
See, that's the best of all. That has a little...
It does have a bell. Yeah.
At the end. And sometimes, I may confuse it with an alpenhorn or something like that, but I think it has a little spike that it sits on. You sit about half a mile back.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yes, yeah.
Aidan, anyway, welcome to the show. You are on 5. If you can score 94 or less, you are through to the next round. What can you give us?
I'm sort of surprised because my mum's a very big ABBA fan. I'm surprised she didn't pick one from ABBA, so I'm going to, in her place, I would like to say Fernando, please.
Fernando, says Aidan. Here is your red line. Lovely and high, thanks to Rebecca. Let's find out if we can get you below that red line with Fernando. Fernando, absolutely right. Gets you into round 2, Aidan. And it scores 18, taking your total up to 23.
Yeah, Fernando spent 4 weeks at #1 in 1976, originally recorded in Swedish on a Frida solo album before it was recreated in English as an ABBA single.
There you are. Not only a hit single for ABBA, also the name of Alan Partridge's son. So there you go. Gareth, welcome back to Pointless. Good to have you with us here a second time. Tell us more about yourself, Gareth.
Oh, well, I'm not out in the countryside. I'm sat at home collecting my Lego sets, which I've amassed around 40 so far.
Do you tend to go for the enormous Lego sets where you build the Death Star and things like that?
I do have 1 or 2 large sets,
Yeah.
but no, I've got quite a few from my childhood as well, which
See, that's
were my
good.
favourites.
When we were little, sorry, when I was little, which is a long time before you were little, but I seem to think, I don't know if Lego even came in sets. I think you just bought the Lego.
Yeah, you just bought a box of blue,
You just got a box
exactly. of white.
Exactly. You just free swim. And you just make whatever you like. If you want to feel even more adult about it, you can get technical Lego, can't you?
Yes.
And that's exciting. Presumably you do that as well.
Yes, not my area, but they are very impressive sets.
No, very impressive. There we are. Now, Gareth, you are on 100 points. You are the high scorers, I'm afraid. What are you going to go for? What is going to atone for that high score?
I don't think this answer is going to get us a low score, but I want to just get a score, so I'm going to go with Wonderwall.
Wonderwall, says Gareth. How many of our 100 said that? Wonderwall. No red line, I'm afraid, as you're the high scorers. Wonderwall is right. 65 for Wonderwall, taking your total up to 165.
Yeah, no surprise, really. It's such a high score, such an enormously popular song. Entered the charts at #2 in 1995, but won Best Video at the '96 Brit Awards.
Now we are.
Music video.
Fabulous. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Penny, welcome. How lovely to have you here from Northumberland. Tell us all about yourself, Penny.
Well, I retired 12 years ago, having worked for my local constabulary for 23 years in support roles, not as a police officer, in various support roles and in various locations.
That's exciting. You've got to know all the crime areas of the North East. That's fun, you see.
Not my fault.
No. Penny, what do you love getting up to?
Well, I crochet octopuses for premature babies.
Goodness, I'm just unpacking that. That's why particularly octopuses?
Because they have tentacles,
Yes.
and the way you crochet them, they end up as spirals, and the baby can hold on and tug at the tentacles rather than all the tubes and wires that surround them.
Very, very good. Got a clever idea. You are on 18, which means, brilliant answer from Jeff in the first pass, means you are through to the next round, whatever happens. But I bet you've got a good answer.
So I came up with 3 for ABBA. One's gone.
Yeah.
One is going to be obvious, so I'm going to take a risk and say Chiquitita.
Chiquitita.
Yes.
Chiquitita. Oh, and James, if you saw the look on James's face,
What
he
can I
was
say?
all ready to say Chiquitita.
Sorry. Not sorry.
There we are. I'm afraid. Sorry, James. Penny got there first. Let's see how many of our 100 said Chiquitita. There's no red line for you because you're already through. Chiquitita, absolutely right. Oh, it's a great answer. Down it goes to 8. Very well done indeed. Taking your third up to 26. Fabulous.
I'm loving Penny's competitive spirit, because she could have given us anything there, but looking for a low answer, a low-scoring answer, which she did with Chiquitita. This was kept from the top spot, incidentally, by Blondie's Heart of Glass in 1979, which we just referred to as the Guardian's top Blondie song. So
there you are. Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. Now, James, welcome back to Pointless. It's great to have you with us. This is your third show. As we have discussed, this is the one where it's all going to happen.
Fingers crossed.
Lucky Podium 1.
Yes.
Tell us more about yourself, James.
So alongside my acting degree, I like to keep myself busy with other bits of acting. So I'm in between a couple of musicals, even though I can't really sing that well, but somehow I've managed that. About to do a play, just finished at a piece of pirate theatre for a museum.
I thought when it was a pirate museum, it was an illegal museum that had just sprung up from nowhere. And there were a couple of people posted as lookout. And the minute they see the old bill coming, they gather up their artefacts, throw them in a van, take them somewhere else. That's not what it is. I have to commend you on your diction and projection, James. I mean, no one at the back of a theatre would have any problem hearing anything you said.
People have said I'm loud. They have.
No, I think it's very impressive, is what I'm saying. It's beautiful and clear.
Thank you.
You are on 72, James. 92 or less gets you into the next round.
So I'm going to try and play it safe and go with yellow.
Yellow, says James. Here is your red line. Lovely and high. Let's watch you smash that red line with yellow. Look at that. Beautiful. Down you go to 63. Very well done indeed, taking your total up to 135.
yeah, it reached number 4, Yellow, for Coldplay in 2000 and got its name when Chris Martin spotted the yellow pages while writing the song, which slightly ruins the song for
Does a
me.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, bad luck, I have to say, to Rosie, because Eagle was a song by ABBA and it featured memorably in ABBA the movie, but it wasn't a single in the UK. Was it ABBA the movie that you remembered it from? Yeah. So there were no pointless answers for ABBA and Blondie. Angel Eyes was the lowest scoring ABBA song for 1 point, and Rapture by Blondie scored 2. Here are some of the pointless answers. If any of you playing along at home got these, well done. Starting with Coldplay, Atlas, Orphans and Talk. And then for Eminem, and these were the pointless ones, Berserk, Godzilla and River. And Oasis, Lila for Oasis. Well, there's only one pointless answer from Rihanna, Lemon. Well done if you got any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. That brings us to the end of our first round. It means we have to say goodbye to our first pair, Gareth and Rosie. Rosie, Pointless always pays its debts. We always remember. Pointless remembers people who took a bold risk. So I'm sure you'll do very well when you're on next time. We'll look forward to that. Anyway, Gareth and Rosie, thank you so much. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. Well done, everybody. We are down to 3 pairs, very much in the teeth of Pointless and the gameplay at this stage. But you've all covered yourselves in glory in that first round. Rebecca, you were our lowest individual scorer. Very, very well done indeed. Rebecca and Aidan, in fact, our lowest combined scorers. So it's all happening on that far podium. Best of luck to all 3 pairs, though. Our category for round 2 today is international sport. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns Olympic and Paralympic athletes by country. Gabby.
On each board, we're going to give you 6 pairs of sports people, 1 from the Olympic Games and 1 from the Paralympic Games. And we want you to work out the names of the countries they have represented at their respective games and tell us the country you think the fewest of our 100 people knew.
Thank you very much indeed. So we're going to put our pairs of athletes up on the board. Here they are, 6 pairs. We want to know which country they're from. Eliud Kipchoge, Samuel Mushai-Kimani, Michael Phelps, Trisha Zorn, Nadia Comaneci, Carol Edward Novak, René Lacoste, Lucas Mazur, Rebecca Andrade and Alan Olivieri, and Yute Horigome and Shingo Koneda. There we are. Jesslyn, how are you liking our board?
It's not my best category, but I feel like I could make an educated guess.
Good.
I think I'm going to have to go for the third one and take quite a mediocre guess and say Spain.
You're going to say Spain for the third one. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Spain for that. No, bad luck, Jesslyn. I'm afraid not Spain.
No.
That one scores you 100 points.
That's an incorrect answer. We will give you the correct answer at the end of the pass.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Jeff.
Yeah. It's a bit of a mare, this, isn't it? The only one I'm absolutely certain of is the Michael Phelps, which is the USA.
OK, so you're going to go for that. Michael Phelps and Trisha Zorn. Should we see how many of our 100 people said USA? Well, our high score is 100. And down you go to 45. Not bad, Jeff, with the USA.
Yeah, Michael Phelps won a record 23rd Olympic gold medal at the Rio Games in 2016, and visually impaired swimmer Trisha Zorn won even more gold medals at the Paralympics from 1980 to 2004. She was inducted into the Paralympic Hall of Fame in 2012 as the most successful Paralympian of all time. 41 gold medals.
Gold medals.
Incredible, yeah.
I mean, that's too many to wear.
At one go.
At one go,
yeah.
I think. Yes, thank you very much indeed. Now then, Aidan, you're the last person to have this board. Do you feel like dazzling us with your athletics knowledge?
My best guesses would be based on some of the little diacritic marks on the names. So I'm not going to suffer with that, I think. I'm going to go for Yuto Horigome and say Japan.
Japan for the bottom one. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 said Japan. Japan is right. Down that goes to 32. Very well done indeed. Best score of the pass.
Yeah, at the Olympics in Tokyo, skateboarding came in for the first time. So Horigome won the first ever gold in skateboarding there. And Shingo Koneda won 4 gold medals during his Paralympic career as a wheelchair tennis player.
Excellent.
OK, let's have a little look then at the board and clear this pass up for you. Nadia Comaneci, you see, this is my background. I kind of thought everybody would know. She was such an amazing gymnast from Romania.
Romania.
Yeah, and that would have scored you 20 points. Do you want to have a go at... Do you know who Eliud Kipchoge is? He's the first man to ever run sub 2 hours for a marathon from Kenya.
OK,
and, of course, Samuel Amushai Kimani as well. 14 points that would have got you. René Lacoste and Lucas Mazur.
Shall we try France?
I think you'll be correct. Should you try France? Well done, bingo, 33 points. And Rebecca Andrade and Alan Oliveira from Brazil.
Ah.
Yes. Brazil would have got you 3 points. And that's the lowest scoring answer on the board.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. That brings us to the halfway mark. Let's have a look at those scores. Once again, it's that far podium. Aidan looking very strong, 32. Very well done indeed. 45 is where we find Jeff and Penny. And then 100, I'm afraid, Jesslyn and James. James, you'll get the next board. Let's hope you know lots about this and there'll be a lovely low-scoring answer for you. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Let's put 6 more pairs of Olympic and Paralympic athletes up on the board, arranged by country. You just have to identify the country. And here they are. Kathy Freeman and Libby Kosmala, Maud Charon and Brent Lakatos, Nafisatu Tiam and Paul van Winkle, Steffi Graf and Felix Streng, Marcel Jacobs and Francesco Bocciardo, and Usain Bolt and Alfonso Cunningham. There we are. Rebecca. You are on 32. 67 or less gets you into the head-to-head round. How do you like this round?
I don't really.
How are you liking identifying nationalities by these surnames, or names at least?
Yeah, I'm going to go Steffi Graf for Germany.
Germany for Steffi Graf, Felix Streng. Should we see if Germany's right? Let's see how many of our 100 said it. There's your red line. Germany is right, Rebecca. Gets you into the head-to-head. Down against 41. 73, your total.
My childhood hero, Steffi Graf, just an amazing athlete, brilliant tennis player, holds a medal of each colour at the Olympic Games, including the gold to complete her 1988 Golden Slam. And Felix Streng won the gold in the 100 metres at the Tokyo Games. He beat Great Britain's Johnny Peacock into bronze medal position.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. Now then, Penny. Penny, you're on 45. 54 or less gets you into the next round. Do you know any of these?
I recognise 2 names. One's gone.
Yes. OK.
Well, I'm going to go for Usain Bolt, which I think is Jamaica.
Jamaica, says Penny, for Usain Bolt. Let's see. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you below that red line. Usain Bolt, Jamaica, absolutely right. 55 is what that scores you, taking your total up to 100. Very neatly done.
Yeah, Usain Bolt has 8 Olympic gold medals, and Alfonso Cunningham has won gold medals in the javelin and the discus at the Paralympics.
Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. OK, James, this is the moment of truth. You are joint high scorers at this stage. The only difference is you are yet to give an answer. So we're looking for a pointless answer from you at this point, if that were at all possible.
I have to admit it's going to be a complete stab in the dark. Why not? Let's go for the second from bottom and go Italy.
OK, for Jacobs and Bocciado, shall we see if Italy is right? I'm afraid there's no red line for you as your joint high scorers, but let's say Italy, see what happens. Italy is right, James. Down it goes to 22. Very well done indeed, taking your total up to 122.
Yeah, and Marcel Jacobs won the 100-metre title at the Tokyo Olympics. It was quite a surprise, an Italian winning the 100 metres. Swimmer Francesco Bocciado won 2 golds at the Tokyo Paralympics.
Splendid.
Shall we clear up the rest of the board then? Nafi Thiam and Paul van Winkle, where are you thinking?
Netherlands, shall we?
Close by, Belgium. You'd have got 8 points if you've got Belgium there. Maud Sharon and Brett Lakatos?
I don't know.
They are from Canada, and that would have scored you a point. So that would still have been too much for you two, James and Jessalyn, wouldn't it? And Cathy Freeman. You know Cathy Freeman.
Australia?
Yes. The Sydney Olympics in 2000. She was the poster girl of the Games. Do you remember? She was the 400-metre runner. She wore the catsuit that had the hood on it as well. 20 points that would have got you, yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. That brings us to the end of our second round. It means we have to say goodbye to our next pair. James and Jessalyn, I can't bear it. This is where we say a full and final goodbye to you. It's been great having you on the show. I'm sorry we haven't seen you into the head-to-head and beyond, but thank you. It's been brilliant having you here, James and Jessalyn. For the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Rebecca and Aidan, Penny and Jeff. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. However, we now have a golden opportunity to put some more money into that jackpot by finding a couple of pointless answers. So here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many characters in The Bill as they could. Gabby.
You will see 6 options. 4 are the names of characters who were in the long-running ITV drama The Bill, 2 of which are scoring and 2 are pointless. And 2 are not characters in The Bill at all. £250 into the jackpot for each of the pointless answers. Good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. So can you identify the 2 pointless Bill characters from these 6 potentials? And we have these: Norika Datta, Polly Page, Eddie Santini, Morgan Pask, Ellie Jackson and Matthew Boyden. Anybody know anything about The Bill?
I think there was someone in it called Polly.
Yeah, Polly Page was one.
I think Norika Datta might be. I don't know.
OK, Rebecca and Aidan, we're going to come to you. Who do you want to nominate as a pointless Bill character?
Matthew Boyden.
You're going to go for Matthew Boyden. Should we find out if Matthew Boyden is a pointless character from The Bill? Matthew Boyden's definitely a character from The Bill. One of our 100 knew that. Penny and Jeff, who are you going to nominate?
Well, Polly Page will be... People will have known that. And I'm sure I'm right about Eddie Santini, so...
Norika Datta.
OK, we're going to go for Norika Datta. Let's see if that is a pointless character from The Bill. He's right. We've got to hope this goes all the way down.
Of course it is.
It's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed. Well done, Penny, but well done, both of you. Gabby.
I love the confidence from Jeff. Of course it is, of course it is. Well done on that one. Matthew Boyden, played by Tony O'Callaghan, also played a different character in one of the episodes in 1989. Eddie Santini, interestingly, Jeff, you were wrong. He was in the bill, played by Michael Higgs. He was a corrupt copper, and that was also a pointless answer. You were right, however, not to choose Polly Page, because that would have netted you 6 points, played by Lisa Gagan, which, of course, I've now revealed the 2 on the board that aren't real, because you kind of went through the board yourself in terms of the characters. Morgan Pask, well, Charlie Morgan and Andy Pask are the composers of the theme music to the bill.
Wow.
And do you know who Ellie Jackson is?
No.
Ellie, another musical link here, because Ellie Jackson goes by the name of LaRue, the singer, and she is the daughter of the Bill star Trudy Goodwin.
How do you like that?
Yeah,
Thank
good, isn't
you.
it?
And by the way, well done. We managed to find a pointless answer, so we can add £250 to the jackpot. So it now stands at £1,250. But who'll be playing for it? Well, let's find out in a head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you are now allowed to confer before you give your answers. Best of luck to both pairs. Here is our first question, and it's all about artwork in limericks, Gabby.
We're going to show you 5 limericks that we have written describing a famous work of art, and we will give you the initials of the paintings as an additional clue. Please give us the title of the artwork the fewest of our 100 knew. Best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal the 5 limericks, and here they come. Those plants were a choice of Van Gogh. Many versions he painted thereof. Arranged in a vase as large yellow stars, in the year he did cut his ear off. Very good. S. Here's B. Round her elegant neckline is strung a pendant of elephant dung. Ophelia's great dame is called the same name as a track that Bob Marley has sung. NWNC. C. This portrait is one to showcase Magritte's surrealist skills taking place. Bowler hat on the head, suit with tie that is red, but there's an apple obscuring his face. And that is TSOM. Here is D. Da Vinci's best work by a mile. In Paris it has hung for a while. Known as La Gioconda, her eyes kind of wander above a well-known enigmatic smile. ML. And finally, E. In the 20s, this piece was unveiled, a flower close up and detailed. With an ebony hue, some thought it taboo, but O'Keeffe's immense talent prevailed. B.I. And hats off to our limericists among the question setters. Those are fantastic. Rebecca and Aidan, you get to go first as our lowest scorers.
OK, we'll go for B, No Woman, No Cry.
No Woman, No Cry. Say Rebecca and Aidan. Now then, Penny and Jeff, do you feel like talking us through that board?
The first one's sunflowers. The Mona Lisa, don't know what E is, but C is.
The Son of Man.
The Son of Man.
For C.
So we have No Woman, No Cry and The Son of Man. Well, Rebecca and Aidan went No Woman, No Cry for the Chris Ophelia. Let's see how many of our 100 people said No Woman, No Cry. No Woman, No Cry is absolutely right. It's a good answer, and down it goes to 13. Very well done. Meanwhile, Penny and Jeff have gone for the Magritte, and they're saying The Son of Man for C. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. The Son of Man is absolutely right. 13 is what it has to be, and it does. That goes down to 1. Very well done indeed, Penny and Jeff. It means after one question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah, you kind of then, didn't you, Rebecca and Aidan? Because I think you were debating whether you went for that or not. And had you done, of course, you would have won that there. Let's have a little look at the rest of the board, because I think you knew everything, didn't you? You knew A was sunflowers. That would have got you 46 points. And D as the Mona Lisa, that was 45 points. So those were much higher scoring answers. And then E, I don't think I heard anybody mention this or whisper this. This was Black Iris, and that was, again, a low scoring 2 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. Now, here comes your second question. Rebecca and Aidan, you've got to win this one to stay in the game. Penny and Jeff get to answer it first, so good luck. Our second question is all about scrambled eggs. Gabby.
We're going to show you 5 ways to cook or prepare eggs, but we've put their letters into alphabetical order. We've scrambled them up. All you have to do is unscramble the eggs and tell us which you think the fewest of our 100 identified.
Can you unscramble these alphabetical anagrams of ways to cook eggs? And I give you Kdello, Akdehop, Abdest, Kederkulp, and Bedilo. There we are. Penny and Jeff, you will go first.
OK. Go for the top one and say coddled.
You're going to say coddled for the top one. Now, Rebecca and Aidan, can you talk us through that board?
So coddled, poached, not sure about abdest, and pickled and boiled, I think it is.
Which would you like to go for?
I'll go for pickled, I think.
You're going to go for pickled. So we have coddled and pickled. Kenny and Jeff went for coddled. Let's see how many of our 100 said that for the top one, coddled. Coddled is right. 39 for coddled. Meanwhile, Rebecca and Aidan have gone for pickled. For the one up from the bottom, let's see how many of our 100 said pickled. Pickled is right. And, 49 for pickled, which means Penny and Jeff, after only 2 questions, you are straight through to the final. 2-0. Very well done indeed.
Yeah, the one you didn't know,
yeah,
abdest,
basted, is it?
It is basted, yeah, and that scored 15 points. So had you got it just a few seconds quicker, you'd still be in the game right now. And you got the others. That was poached, the second one on the board, which would have scored you 58 points, and boiled at the bottom, a very high 93 points.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. That brings us to the end of our head-to-head round. The pair we have to say goodbye to is Rebecca and Aidan. You've been consistently low-scoring right the way through the show. And, you were so nearly, you were seconds away from coming back into the game there. Thank you so much for playing, Rebecca and Aidan. For Penny and Jeff, though, it's time for the pointless final. Congratulations, Penny and Jeff. You fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win the pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,250. Well, I'm delighted that you've come through to the final. I mean, it's fabulous to see you here. But it's only one show. Straight through to the final. We'd love to send you back to Blythe with that jackpot. What do you want to see come up?
Words, literature, history.
Politics, maybe.
OK, well, let's
US
see.
presidents,
You know
like
what they're
that.
like, these boards.
Yeah,
The 4 we can offer you now are Adam Sandler American football films, world seabird species, satire and dark comedy TV series with standalone episodes, and 17th century English poems. What do we think?
Yeah. I think it's going to have to be the seabirds, I think.
It's going to be seabirds. Well, you're coastal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll know some of them.
I probably know some of them personally, so let's
There
see.
you are. Seabirds it is.
OK, we are looking for any single word, the English name of any species in the Sterninae subfamily of seabirds, that is, the terns, or we're looking for any single word in the English name of any species in the Diomediidae family of seabirds, that is, the albatrosses. This is according to the animaldiversity.org website as of July 2023.
As always, Penny and Jeff, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. If you find 3 pointless answers, we'll throw in an extra £500 bonus. OK, are you ready? Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
The Arctic terns. What's the ones that dive bomb you on the Faroe Islands? Are they Arctic terns?
Yeah, I think so.
And there's a wandering albatross.
Yeah.
And
Southern albatross.
I don't know, that's all I've got. Try southern albatross.
Yeah. I mean, the Arctic tern will be right.
Yeah, but it'll be points.
It
And so
will
will
not be pointless.
and the wandering albatross will be points as well.
Yeah, OK, so
Have
we'll
you
just
got anything
name this
else?
one, not really.
So it's the Arctic tern,
Yeah,
wandering albatross, and
albatross.
southern albatross.
Southern Tern.
Southern Tern, OK.
OK.
OK, you're happy. Should we stop the clock?
Might as
There
well.
we are.
Might as
Right.
well.
We are where we are.
What three answers can you give me?
Arctic for the first one.
Arctic tern,
Wandering for the second one.
wandering albatross.
And Southern for the third one.
For the Tern.
OK, southern back on the first one. So we are Arctic, wandering and southern. Which of those is your best shot at a pointless answer, do you think?
Southern, because
OK,
we don't think,
Southern
we don't
Tern.
think it's right.
OK, well, we'll put that last. I mean, no, it might be right. We'll put that least likely to be pointless.
Arctic.
Arctic terns. OK, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have got Arctic, wandering and southern. Well, very, very best of luck. We're going to put all of these to the test. You never know. One of these might turn out to be terrific and win you that jackpot of £1,250. If that were to happen, what would you like to do with it, Penny?
Well, I volunteer with an organisation that rescues and rehomes spaniels. So I'd like to give some to them. And I guess just take the family out for a really good meal in a really nice restaurant.
That would be really nice. Jeff, how about you? Anything you want to add to that?
My half would be spent on buying a better camera, I think. Because I like taking photographs of the beach and the dog and, you know...
Albatrosses.
And albatrosses, yeah.
Yes. OK, well, very, very best of luck. Let's hope one of these answers turns out to be pointless. Your first answer was Arctic. In this case, we were looking for a tern. And you've gone for Arctic. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Arctic. Might it be pointless? Well, Arctic, I think you knew this was a correct answer. Let's hope none of our 100 people thought of the Arctic tern. £1,250 is yours if they didn't. Down we go through the single figures. Still going down with Arctic to 4. That's not bad. But not a pointless answer. No. So let's quickly move on to your next answer, wandering. And we're now on to albatrosses. The wandering albatross. Should we see how many of our 100 said wandering? Wandering is right. Arctic was right. Took us all the way down to 4. The wandering albatross. Might this be pointless for £1,250? Going down through the teens into single figures with the wandering albatross passing 4. Still going down. You've done it! Look at that!
I don't believe it.
Well, there we are. Huge congratulations. The wandering albatross has just won you £1,250.
Oh, my word.
Well, you weren't sure about Southern. That wasn't on the list. There is a South American tern, and South and American were both pointless. So let's have a look at some of the pointless answers. We have Antarctic tern, common white terns or just common terns, and elegant. Elegant terns mostly nest in one colony in Mexico, and sandwich. Sandwich tern is a relative of the elegant tern. In fact, the only 2 words that scored points were gull and Arctic. Well done. And then moving on to the words in the names of the species of albatross, here are some of the pointless answers you could have had. Buller's albatross is found in the South Pacific. Royal albatross is one of the largest seabirds in the world. Shy albatross is found in the southern Indian Ocean. And wandering albatross has the largest wingspan, as I've just said, of any living bird. Again, there were lots of pointless answers. In fact, every correct answer was pointless. So well done to you at home if you got that one. And congratulations, Penny and Jeff.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. And thanks once again to our winning players, Penny and Jeff, who take away today's jackpot of £1,250. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Gabby.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.